Hi families, my name is Holly Compton and I'm the district math coach for Manhattan Beach, and today we're talking about goldfish crackers, and we're going to have the same problem type that we had in previous weeks. It's because it's a more difficult problem type, so we are going to keep on with the join start unknown. So as you read the story, I want you to think about what the story is actually showing us or telling us. So we're going to follow the action of the story. Now, the way that we would solve as an adult is different than the way your child will solve the story. So that's one of the things that I really want to focus on today with you. All right, so here we go. We've got goldfish crackers. Michael had some goldfish crackers. His mom gave him 7 more goldfish crackers. Now Michael has 20 goldfish crackers. How many goldfish crackers did Michael have to start with? Okay, so as you go through and read this story, you know that we're trying to find the starting number, right? That's the question here. How many goldfish crackers did Michael's mom, or did Michael have to start with? Okay, so we don't know the starting number. Now, as adults, we know that we can just do 20 minus 7 will give us this number here. But we don't want to do that for our kids. We don't want to tell our kids to do that. We're going to wait for them to make that connection. It will come, I promise. But right now we're just sense making. Okay, so here we go. We might have them make a mistake even. They might just do from the story 20 plus 7 equals 27. That's a very expected misconception and mistake, right? So if your child does that and they get the number 27 or whatever these would be added together, you might say, could that be Michael's starting number if his mom gave him more crackers and he ended up with 20 at the end? So we just ask those guiding questions, and if your child is making sense of the picture of what's happening, they will say, no, it can't be that. All right, so here are some strategies for which your child might use to solve. They will probably use something with base 10. This is base 10, these cubes, right? So we know that he's going to end up with 10 cubes, right? That's in the story. So they'll probably use their, or did I say 10? I meant 20 if I said 10. So they're probably going to use the knowledge of these base 10 blocks. All right, so we know for sure at the end this is how much he has. And what we really need them to do is visualize the 20 like this, right? So that's the difference here. So we can actually see if he ends up with 20 and his mom gave him 7 more goldfish crackers. So here's the 7 more. They should know that a 10 is made up of a 7 and a 3. That's one of the things that they're learning in first grade this year. So you can see that now the 20 is composed of a 10, a 3, and a 7. So if this is what his mom gave him, then this must be his starting number, right? So your kids might do something like that, the little mathematicians. So a way that they might record that on paper would look like this. So if they have some blocks, let's call this 10, and then they know they have 20 in the end. I'm going to break these into some ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm going to make the 10 the same height. Okay, so we know for sure that there are 20 in the end, so that's what this picture shows. And now your child might circle how much the mom gave them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then they'll probably count up the rest. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So then 13 was the starting number. So they might do something like that. I'm going to guess there's probably going to be some number lines out there. Those are a big hit in first grade. So I'll show you what that would look like on a number line. So here we go. We've got, they know for sure 7 crackers. So they would put a 7 here. And then it ends with 20. So 20 would go over here. So then they'll take hops on the number line, and the number of hops they have to take is the answer. So some kids might say, I'm going to hop by ones all the way to 20. That's totally fine. Totally normal, totally an acceptable strategy for first grade. So if your child does that, don't count it out. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so then they would go back and they would count all the little hops. Now, kindergartners and first graders start kind of making strategies around 10. So you might have your child actually say, I would hop from 7 to 10 by adding 3. And then I would hop from 10 to 20 by adding 10. And the answer is still 13 because 3 plus 10 is 13, right? So those are two different ways they might approach the number line. Both are totally fine. This is like after they get really good at playing with the number line, they start taking hops like this. All right, families, I will see you next time. Bye.